On this episode, I teach you how to prepare for any interview. Hello everyone, my name's Chris Morrow and welcome to episode 5 of Job Search TV. Now, on this episode, I want to go real deep and practical for you guys. I want to give you something that I've used for the last 11 years with pretty much every single candidate that I've had forward for interview. So I want to teach you how to prepare for any job interview. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. It could be IT, HR, finance. It doesn't really matter. This works for every single industry. And if you use these, it's 4 main steps in terms of how to prepare for that job interview. If you follow those 4 main steps, you will be ticking so many boxes in terms of how to succeed at interview. I'll be absolutely upfront and honest with you. I'm gobsmacked at how many people don't prepare properly for interviews. It can really mean the key between success and failure. It's as simple as that. What I'm actually going to talk about today, it harks back to a blog post that I'd written on my blog. I think it was over probably 18 months. I can't even remember how long ago it was. It was that long ago. I think it was about 18 months ago. So I've written a full article which you can check out on my blog, chrismorrow.careers as well. But I didn't make a video of that at the time, so I thought I'd make a video for you guys today, and it's up and it's there, and you can refer to it whenever you come around to getting an interview. So in terms of the 4 steps, really easy. Some of it will sound simple, and yeah, it is simple, but I think it's better off you knowing about it and going over it rather than leaving it unsaid. So the first point is know everything you can about the company that you're interviewing with. So the best place to do that is the company's website. Do as much research as you can on who the company are, what they're all about, how long they've been around, their story, if you like, because one of the questions you're probably guaranteed to get at any interview is, what do you know about us and what do you know about the company? So many people don't do the research on that side of things, and it comes across really bad to the interviewers, and it just makes you look like you're not interested in the position if you haven't done your research. So read up on it. Everything you can about the company and what they're all about. Know exactly what they do, and therefore why you're interested in working for them, because that can lead on to another question. So that's the first thing. Know everything you can do about the company that you're interviewing for. The second one is know everything you can about the job that you're interviewing for. So the first one's a company. Second one is the actual job. So refer to the job description. If you're working with an agency, you should have been sent a job description. If not, pester them for it. If you're dealing direct with an employer, you can go onto their website and pull it from the website, or ask the internal recruiter that you're dealing with, or refer to the job advert itself. Now, the key things that you're actually looking for here are the essential requirements, the essential skills that they're looking for. Make sure you completely understand what the role entails, the key components and the key, I suppose, the responsibilities of the role. Super important to know that in advance, because I suppose it determines a way what avenue the interviewer is going to go down in terms of questions. They can probably only test you on and question you on what's in that job description. So make sure you know that job description, advert, bullet points you've been sent by the recruiter, whatever it is. Know that job inside out. Super important. The third one, probably the thing that most people miss out. A lot of people do research in the company. Some people most people should do research on the job. But the third point, probably the most critical point, what a lot of people leave out, is that you should, point 3 this is, you should draw synergy between what they're looking for in the job, what job they're looking to fill, and what your skills and experience are, and sell against those 2 points. So point 3, you should be selling against point two, if that makes sense. Now, so many people leave that out because they think that their CV should just do the talking. Well, it's on my CV, so that's just your CV's going to get you the job. It doesn't work like that. That's complete fantasy land, if I'm being honest. So make sure that you pick out those essential skills, write them down in advance. That's a great thing to do in advance. Write down what it is that they're looking for and write down answers to why you meet that criteria. That's just for your own purposes. Obviously, you're not going to walk in and hand them those answers, but it's so important to have those things clear in your head because you will be asked about it in the interview. Now, the interviewers can obviously ask you, straight up interview questions, which tell me a little bit about yourself, or why what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, all the the sort of the old favourites, if you like. Or they can go down the competency-based interview route, which is probably a little trickier in terms of how to navigate those types of interviews. So you'd have to really structure your answers using the STAR format, which is something I can go over in depth in a later episode. But the message I want to get through to you guys is that it's super important, and it's actually the people who take point three seriously and do their homework and write down their best answers to how you meet the essential criteria, how you sell yourself. Because ultimately that's what's going to happen. It's how you sell yourself in the interview that's going to make the difference, and it's the people who don't do a good job of that ultimately they don't get the job offer at the end of the day. So point three is absolutely critical. Point four is go in there armed with some bloody good questions, and this is another point of difference, and it's something that you can actually use to differentiate yourself against all the other candidates that are in there and leave a great lasting impression on the interviewers. So write down 3, 4, 5 really good, intelligent, well thought out questions for the interviewers because it's the candidates who ask the questions that no one else has thought of that leaves the interviewers. For instance, if you're interviewing in a panel, they'll be talking about you as soon as you leave, and they'll be saying, bloody hell, that was a great question, no one's asked that before. So you're looking for that insightful question, I suppose giving something back to the interviewer that they might not have thought of previously, or I suppose the ultimate would be for them to say, oh look, I hadn't thought of that, that's a great question, that's what you're after. So there you have it. Might sound oversimplistic to a lot of you. I'm hoping it is, but this video is really for the people who don't prepare properly for interview, or maybe haven't interviewed in a long time. Those are the people that I'm trying to reach with this video. So please share this video with anyone you think it may benefit. So just to go over those points again, number one, know everything that you can about the company that you're interviewing with. Number two, know everything you can about the job you're interviewing for. Number three, draw some synergy between the essential skills in the job and what they're looking for and what your experience is, essentially solving the question, why are you good for this job? Yeah, so you're really having to sell yourself. Don't rely on what's on your CV. And number four, go in there armed with some absolutely fantastic questions. If you use those 4 points, you won't go far on in any interview scenario, whether it's a one-on-one interview, a group interview, any industry at all. So I hope that was helpful for you. So if you're watching this video anywhere else but my blog over at chrismorrow.careers, please head on over there. That's where all the rest of the videos are and the rest of my blog articles over the past 18 months or so. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button, give me some sort of reaction. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and best of luck this week.